As one gets older, at least from personal experience, I tend to be less pity as time goes on. I'm not the same person I was 2-3 years ago, even 4 years ago, believe it or not. Now I'm all about forgiving and moving on, aka getting pretty close to Unk status. But before we fully reach Unk status, what do I mean by that and where am I going with this? Hold up, it does have a point. I think it does. Every now and then we cover Twitch streamers who I'm not the biggest fan of, I guess you could put it that way. A few days ago, I made a video about the Twitch streamer Denims, and if I gotta keep it real with you guys, I wish I could have, cooked a little more. The video's fun. I just wish I could have made it longer to explain everything and go into detail more than I could in a 5-minute video. Long story short, I stumbled upon this video by Rob's Media talking about Denims, and it actually goes into quite a bit of detail and even newer stuff that I had no idea even existed, which makes me hate her even more. Well, hate is a pretty strong word. Dislike her, because I don't really hate anyone. Well, only people that are not subscribed with notifications on. Of course, I'm not gonna sit here and eat popcorn and tacos and hot Cheetos. Meanwhile, I let his whole video play. I just want to take a look at some parts that I do have something to say. Anyways, with that said, let's just get right into it.
Oh, let's bring up the next guest. Denims, the #1 political woman on Twitch.
I'm moving. I'm getting less and less famous.
All right, 15 seconds in. And if that's the #1 female streamer, Twitch is cooked. Like, if that's the face of the women's division, I guess. Because Hassan Piker is the #1 when it comes to male political streamers, so she's the second one. It's no coincidence she is Hassan's mod. And I'm sure this is a spot that Frogan wishes she was in, instead of being nominated yet again for up-and-coming streamer of the year for the 5th time this year. If that's the biggest female political streamer on Twitch, Twitch is cooked. They got all the losers in there, and of course, not every single Twitch streamer is horrible, nor do I hate every single one of them. Of course not. That'd be pretty stupid to say. But damn, I had no idea she was the biggest one. I thought she was one of the biggest ones. Look, kind of sad and a little tragic.
The last time I covered Denims, I said I'd only make a part 3 if something big happened. And while something big did happen, she became involved in one of the biggest scandals in Twitch history, revolving around massive political biases, alleged anti-Semitism, and more. This would lead to Denims being suspended for an entire month. Though now that she's unbanned, I want to examine how this has impacted her entire reputation. Before I explain how she got banned, I think it's best to review her past for those uninitiated. Denims is a political streamer who started out in Destiny's community.
Why do I keep hearing this guy's name and I know next to nothing about him? Like, of course I know how he looks, but I've never actually clicked on one of his videos before. Nothing against the guy, I don't know anything about him. From what I've seen, he's a Twitch streamer, a political streamer, and that's already two things that I'm not really interested in. Live streaming and political opinions. So just content that I don't care about. Once again, nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's lovely. Just not my cup of tea.
With each other in late 2019 due to some catty high school cheer drama. She starts sucking up to Hassan Piker for clout, essentially becoming a waiting room streamer for him. Her support of Hassan has gotten her into many controversies, like when she feuded with JXE over their video essay on reaction content. She did this to defend Hassan's lazy reaction content, as well as her own, though this led her to making an ass of herself.
And if all of these things and any other alternative all seem like they're too much effort, then sucks to be you. Take some pride in your work. Holy shit. You don't get to just take something someone else made.
What does take pride in your work mean? I don't know.
I love how this guy's making videos about why some reaction channels are bad. She's just out there contributing nothing to the conversation. At least to me, in my very humble opinion. There's nothing wrong with reacting to content if you're contributing stuff. For example, I don't know if this is just because I'm me and I'm extremely biased, and feel free to correct me. But I think when I do these type of videos where I'm reacting to other people's content, I think I do a pretty aight job. Now, the way I see this is as if you were to put a YouTube video on your friend's TV and you two are watching it and you guys are making comments about it. And now I do have an issue when all you do is sit there, eat Chinese food for like 10 minutes and say next to nothing except, oh yeah, that's crazy, man. That's so insane. Yeah, I agree. I personally hate that type of content. I think if you're going to react to it, put a little effort, and by effort, it's talk. You know what I mean? all you gotta do is open your mouth. Okay, that out of context sounds a bit sus, but you know what I mean. I don't know, if I were to give me a grade, I don't know, probably like a solid 7 when it comes to reaction channels. I don't know, I think I do pretty fine for myself when it comes to that. I don't think I'm just stealing people's videos and not crediting them, and I'm just gonna yoink this and good luck to you. I like to think I'm not that way.
She befriended Anissa Jomha, the greatly disliked wife of iDubbbz, and called Froggy Fresh a Nazi to defend her honor.
He was just posting Nazi shit. Okay? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it other than he was posting Nazi shit. And I'm going to say it honestly. I'm going to say good on them for kicking him from the fight. You shouldn't have spaces that are welcoming to Nazis.
I do know who Froggy Fresh is, and of course I covered this drama back when they went down about a year and a half ago. And in case you guys don't know, long story short, the iDubbbz boxing event had Froggy Fresh versus someone, and then Froggy Fresh made a joke about Anissa, which is iDubbbz's wife, and I got him kicked out from the fight, from the boxing match. You know, a lot more, but that's just to simplify it. Froggy Fresh was not doing anything remotely close to Nazi shit. I don't know what she's talking about. And sadly, thanks to people like her and a lot of people in her community, unfortunately the word Nazi has lost all the meaning in the world because people throw it around like it's nothing.
She got her first Twitch ban in November 2023 after she read Osama bin Laden's manifesto live on air. Not just that, but she wasn't really pushing back on it at all and said America deserved 9/11.
America deserved 9/11. I can't disavow facts, man. I can't disavow reality. That's not how that works, bro.
Only on Twitch will this go down. A lot of people like to give shit to YouTube and YouTubers, but oh man, I'm pretty sure that person would definitely get a strike for promoting terrorism. But on Twitch, if you're a hot girl, you can kind of get away with it.
This ban only lasted a day. What really got her in hot water was when she put a 30k bounty on Grums back in April of this year.
Listen, I'll up the number, okay? 30k to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear and make Eve's breasts bigger. Okay, you have to do both.
This is obviously meant as a joke, though it's unfunny as fuck, and she's bashed others for making joke death threats. This is when I started covering her antics, as I watched a stream from January where she defends the idea of teenage boys watching softcore pornography on Twitch. She strawmans detractors as prudes, though I bet she mainly defends this shit because she herself does softcore pornography on OnlyFans and Fansly.
Well, of course, my queen needs her $9.99. I don't know who's more annoying, Frogan or Denims. Jesus fucking Christ. These people are so unlikable. I just can't believe anyone wastes their time, their precious time on planet Earth watching these two idiots. Like, unless you're rich and retired, then, go ahead and waste your time however you want. But not everyone's like that. There's people out there who unironically watch these people and they're like, yeah, I agree with you. Here's $10, my queen. Please notice me. Please, 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 please. I want attention so bad. My wife hasn't had sex with me in 4 years because I'm subscribed to you on Fansly, so please notice me. These people are giving me a headache. I haven't had a headache in so long. Hearing these people talk melts my brain. It legitimately feels like they're talking in slow motion and, they're brain dead.
Denim's actual comeback stream will be on November 21st, and she actually reacts to the videos she's playing on her pre-stream show. Barely.
I don't really care about the Mr. Beast stuff. I just don't care.
Only thing I've ever agreed with Denims on. I'm with you on that one, sister. I'm 1,000% with you on that one.
She of course starts by shit-talking Ethan Klein, trying to label him as a hypocrite.
He doesn't care about anything except getting back at Hassan Piker. That's all he cares about. He's someone who would call Hasidic Jews dirty, which is something Ethan Klein has said. Doesn't care about anti-Semitism. He doesn't give a fuck about it. He lives in his $1 million fucking mansion in LA.
I mean, kind of like Hassan Piker, right? Honestly, I don't care what the motive is for Ethan to, hate Hassan. As long as Hassan is getting hate, I'm there for it. I am just a hater like that.
Denims brings up multiple old clips from Ethan where he essentially makes edgy jokes. Here's the main one she harps on.
Here we are in Nebra. And it's the home of the Jew. The Jewy Jew, not just this Jew like, me or Ela. But this is home of the super Jew. The Jew, the dirty, grimy, jacket-wearing Jews.
Guys, he cares a lot about anti-Semitism. That's why he's stalking these Hasidic Jews and calling them dirty.
We all know this is satirical, and if you can't tell that, you gotta go outside and interact with more people. And I'm not even Jewish. The closest thing that I could relate to, I guess, it's like if I went to Mexico and I'm like, so this is where all the beaners are. This is where all the dirty Mexicans are. As a joke, as a bit, as a video. It's not that serious. And on top of that, this is what, 10 years old? Bringing up once again old stuff, bringing stuff from the 2010s to 2024 when the standards have changed. And if that were coming from me, would that come from a hateful place because I hate Mexicans? Not one bit. I'm just making jokes. And once again, this is not new. This is what, 10 years old?
Because he just cares a lot about anti-Semitism.
The difference is that this video is almost a decade old.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
The only recent example she brings up is the Ben Shapiro Holocaust joke. And guess what? Hassan Piker defended Ethan over it back when it happened.
Listen, he just said some shit about Ben Shapiro that conservatives are complaining about and crying about, because he said Ben Shapiro, who will be responsible for the next Holocaust, he just said he hopes he goes first in it, okay?
Oh my god, that is crazy. I was not expecting to hear that. That's actually hilarious.
Of course, it was going to be weaponized by conservatives.
And now it's being weaponized by the very same group of people who defended him all these years. Funny how that works. I don't think any of this makes Ethan a hypocrite, because he's not going after Hassan for past edgy jokes. It's because he believes Hassan legitimately holds some anti-Semitic beliefs. He went after the TwitchCon panel because those on it have similar beliefs to Hassan, and could be using jokes to disguise genuine hatred. Though of course she's still coping about that, and thinks she got banned because of a lie being spread by Ethan and those who agree with him.
The fact that Asmongold got banned for 2 weeks for calling Palestinians inferior and suggesting that he didn't give a fuck that they should be genocided because they're inferior, and the rest of us got a month based off of a lie, is a fucking joke. It's a total fucking joke.
During this stream, she'd also cover the Twitch adpocalypse, and watches Ludwig's video on the topic. If there was a competition for fence sitting, this video would win first place because god, this video from him is terrible.
Yeah, how do I feel about this? I don't care. Shut Twitch down. I think humanity will be much better off without these people having voices. Does that mean I'm pro-censorship? Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I mean. That's the only thing I believe in. I cannot believe someone like this has fans that not look up to her, I guess, but who listen. Their brain must be fried.
Compared to some of the other shit Denims has said, this panel almost feels like nothing. I mean, she was banned for only a day for her takes regarding Osama bin Laden, and she never got a ban for placing a bounty on Grums. Speaking of which, it was announced that the FBI is now involved. They contacted Asmongold, thinking the statement was meant for him, though he declined to press charges. Grums will not be so sparing, saying he would be willing to press charges on her. If this does go anywhere, expect Denims to cope and claim, "Oh, it was just a joke, I didn't mean it."
See, that's the thing that those same people will criticize. Oh, these people think everything is a joke, right? They don't take anything seriously, guys. Look at these Nazis out here. Like I said at the start, I don't want to steal this guy's whole video and just yoink it for myself, so this is where I'm going to cut it. The full video is going to be linked below. I think it's worth the watch. And of course, I made my videos regarding her in the past, but, you know, I think this is, I guess, the definitive one. Please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, arigatou gozaimasu.